Okay, let me think here. Before we go into the upcoming boss fight, I'm gonna jump because we don't need the screensaver mode. Uh, Heal. And change my equipment. I'll have to remember to put on the signal ring later. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and equip the safety ring. It might be useful for the coming fight. I can't remember, but I mean, it's stronger defensively than the signal ring anyway. You're pretty tough, mate. Alright, I'll let you through to Johnny's place. What team do I want? That is an important question. This team will do. Wow! This room definitely received a glow up. Also, Johnny be big. And still drinking wine, interestingly. Oh boy, hold on. I just want to admire this room for the moment. There's a shark version of the Jolly Roger flag up there. Bookshelf, some lights. There's a treasure map up there. There's the next star piece. There's a bunch of stuff on the table. I honestly can't remember if there was anything on the table in the original game. There definitely was a table. And I think there was also a throne, though it certainly wasn't as extravagant as this throne is. And yeah, Johnny's size. Johnny, in the original game, he was this big in battle, but he used a smaller sprite outside of battle. It was kind of an RPG trope back in the day, where bosses had smaller sprites outside of battle. Also, I couldn't help but notice that when Johnny talked, the mouthpiece of his costume moved. I'm pretty sure it's a costume. I mean, that is his eye hidden inside the mask, right? And also a carpet. But the carpet might have been there before. So, you're the Mario, eh? Arr har har. Not much to look at. Well, this star fell into my sea, so it's mine. If you want it, you'll have to fight for it. Huh, he didn't walk up to us to fight. Oh boy, Bandana Blue got speed. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do... Well, might as well attack one of these Bandana Blues to start with. But I wanna definitely get a thought peek on them before I start taking them out. Weak against fire and lightning and all the status ailments. I firmly believe blue is best, but I may change my mind. Will you change your mind? Can you change your mind? I'm pretty sure you remain blue the whole fight. Unless we poison you. Nah, it's still blue. Just with a little bit of extra purple. So yes, Johnny can be poisoned. A boss that can be poisoned. That is awesome. With that in mind, what is your stats? 749. You already took some damage. I can't remember if you start at 1,000 or not. Also weak against fear. That is a detail I wish I had thought of sooner. But poison will do. You're good. Very good. Now this is a fight. Also, I'm being told that he starts with 820 HP. So, there's a gimmick to this fight that pretty much everybody knows about. About halfway through this fight... You know what? I'll just wait until the gimmick comes into play. And it is only just now... Oh gosh, hold on a sec, you're talking automatically. Let me do my thought first. And it is only just now that I realized that I should have had Gino come in to give Mario a buff. Not bad. How about it, Mario? Mario versus me. Want to mix it up? Good fun. And good for you, too. Crew, look alive and cheer me on. That line of dialogue is different. Normally it was... Alright, here comes my backup. The line change is a good one. So yeah, this is now a one-on-one fight, and interestingly, the whole team here is here, and not just the two party members I had active in battle. Now, there is a trick to this fight, where if you keep one of the Bandana Blues alive, Johnny will not challenge Mario to a one-on-one fight. Now, strategy time. In between streams, I bought a poison mushroom because Johnny recovered from his poison as soon as he powered up. Which, by the way, apparently Johnny was the one who changed color. Out of curiosity, though, do I have a fear attack? No, I could have bought one of those. That would have made things a little even more easy. But we'll just settle for poison. I like poison. And I got a freebie. Is there any other item I could take advantage of? I could use an ice bomb. Or do I want to save that for later? In hindsight, I should have tried to find out if Yoshi could eat the Bandana Blues. Oh, hold on a sec. We got this. That did not cause as much damage as I was expecting. That attack is normally pretty deadly. Makes this fight really difficult when he uses that. Alright. So Mario's attack up. This includes special attacks. Hey. Guess what Mario's doing? He's jumping the shark. Alright, 150 HP left. So, another one of these should do him in if I'm good enough. Wasn't good enough, though. Oh well. Interestingly, your party members don't do their victory animation. They did in the original. Oh, yes, I'll do this. Nice boost to money. There's just something satisfying about leveling up from a boss fight. I guess we'll do health this time. That's the only good one for you. And Bowser, how about something good for you? 1 point attack, 1 point magic, 3 points health. I'll raise your magic. It occurs to me, I don't have my active teammates at my side during this scene. The reason I noticed that is because I was about to point something out that is the case in the original game. So, coming into this fight, your active team is at your side. And when we get the star piece and Mario grabs it, your party members either do a cheer, or in Bowser's case, he kind of lowers his head in thought. Well, obviously that's not going to happen now because they changed the star piece sequence. I'm impressed, matey. You've earned the star. Think of it as a souvenir of our fight. Also, the music is still playing. The music did not play after our victory against Johnny in the original. Yeah, Bowser did not mope. It was kind of interesting. It was kind of introspective. Like he's thinking, man, I can't believe I'm joining up with this plumber. Okay, so Johnny didn't walk over to the window like he did in the original. He's just standing there now. Can I play with the cape? I cannot play with your cape. You must have really wanted that star. Now go on, get out of here before I change my mind. Yo, mate! Just because we're buzzed doesn't give you the right to jump on my head. Already did plenty of that. So I'm being told by M. Knight that Johnny has a different buff from getting tough in this game than he did in the original. Those stats were actually in the original's internal data, but went unused. The stat changes improve Johnny's physical stats, but they significantly reduce his magic stats. Hence, the weakened Diamond Saw and magic damage actually being decent enough through the Valor Up effect. That's true, I was causing a decent amount of damage whenever I was super jumping on him. In the original game, it didn't cause that much damage at all. It would have caused only half that. So, I guess they made him easier in this version. I didn't even jump on your head this time. I walked on top of it. Johnny's our main man. He even fights in his sleep. I would not want to be a bed buddy with him. We'd follow him anywhere. Hop on the trampoline in the next room. It'll take you outside. Go on now, give it a try. Still standing there? Still standing there. I'm gonna need him to move, and he won't move until I leave. So if I go into this place, I'm back at the entrance. What if I fast travel there? Do I have a fast travel option to skip through most of the ship, like I did with Booster's Tower? Yes! Awesome! Then I don't have to go through the entire ship again, and aww, you're still standing there. Well, maybe you'll move later. Alright, quick recap. We just got the fifth? Yes, fifth star piece. But we were asked to go after that star piece by the mayor of Seaside Town. For reasons. And the town is being afflicted by something. The townsfolk here acting really weird. Also, they're blue. Probably not supposed to be blue. Before I go in there, though, I just want to look at the base of Star Hill here. That is definitely a starry ground and not some sort of ocean. Just wanted to point that out. Hi! Hee hee hee! You found the star! Well done! But your journey ends here. You are so gullible. Don't you know who I am? I'm Spirdovich, a member of Smithy's gang. Spirdovich, no longer Yuridovich. I'm okay. I mean, Yuridovich sounded like a name that wasn't translated anyway. Spirdovich makes a little bit more sense. Though I will still probably miss the old name. Shocked? It's no wonder. My impersonation of an ordinary person was flawless. Yes. Flawless. Your search for the stars has worried Smithy. So if I take that star back to him, I'll earn brownie points. I want brownie points. They sound delicious. This is the way to get ahead. I've noticed, by the way, that this game doesn't have as many instances of emphasized dialogue. Like, I'm pretty certain that Yuridovich in the original game emphasized this is the way to get ahead. I could be wrong on that, but there's definitely been other instances where the emphasis was removed. It's futile to try and fight me. Just hand it over, nice and easy. Okay, so at this point, we have the option of saying no, because why would we hand over our star piece to the bad guys? But, you know what? Let's actually demonstrate that. By refusing. So that's how you want to play it? What do you think will happen to the real inhabitants of Seaside Town? The real elder. What are you doing? No! Don't do that! No! Please stop! Ah! Now, isn't it a shame for an innocent old man to be tickled like this? Again, there's a little bit less emphasis. Yeah, this is basically what I did in the original, the very first time I played the playthrough. I said no, get serious the first time because why would I hand over the star? And then when I realized that the elder was just being tickled, it's like, are you kidding? I'm not gonna hand over the star because you're tickling the elder. No, you wouldn't. The two of you are going to... No! Please not there! Aye! And more. Harumph, you can't treat me this way. I can't bear this! Nope, he couldn't bear it. Radioraptor says they couldn't depict actual torture in a Nintendo game. Not in the mid to late 90s anyway. Yeah. I was actually kind of curious whether this was going to be retranslated, but no. And I'm not really sure whether he was still tickled even in the original Japanese. Anyway, I'm fairly confident that there was an autosave somewhere since the boss fight against Johnny, so I'll reload and not allow the elder to be tickled tortured, because you get a reward based on how soon you give up the star to save the elder. And if you give up your star immediately, you get the best reward. Otherwise, after all the torturing that I allowed the elder to take, he would have only given me a single coin. Also, the autosave was at the start of this cutscene. That's convenient. So we'll give it away right from the start. And Gino's actually a part of the scene now. And we actually called down the star? So apparently we actually are sending the stars up whenever we collect them. That's a nice new touch. Hee. And to think I got the star without even soiling my hands. I'm such a genius, it scares me sometimes. No wonder I'm so important. Alright everyone, listen up. We're returning to the castle. Our ride should be here about now. Imagine if the ride was actually here right now. But it's not. Okay, I want to think about what team I'm gonna use. Not that it really matters, since you can swap in and out party members in this remake. But regardless... Oh, actually I kind of want Mallow to stay on the team so I can do the Thought Peak. But otherwise I will be having Bowser on the team. Oh, but I do want to do this. And equipment. I should think about equipment. Is there any of these that would be... Hey, by the way, you can swap equipment. That's handy. Well, what about Mallow? Let's give something better to Mallow first. We'll give him the safety ring. And we'll give you the safety badge. And... actually, on a second thought, you keep the safety badge. Yeah. And we'll give you... what is the best thing we could give you? Well, Bowser's got the Zoom shoes. I'm going to be bringing him back into the fight. So... he can keep the Zoom shoes. He needs the speed. The True Form pin gives you a little bit better defense. So we'll give you that. And save again. It's locked. Well, I guess we should get the key. Out of curiosity, though. By the way, now that Yuridovich and his gang have run off, we can no longer buy any of the cool items that was in the shop here. So none of the elemental bombs or poison mushrooms or the throw for cookies. Which is why I bought them while I could. Throw for cookies at the very least. The blade's late. Oh, now it's the blade, huh? And not just blade? What's taking it so long? We need to get out of here. This is just great. Mario caught up with us. I'm noticing something that I didn't notice before. So in the original scene, Yuridovich was not so hidden by his toads. I wonder if the camera angle is lower than it is in the original game. I feel like maybe it is. Because, like, at Star Hill, you were able to see the star piece from further away than you could in the original. Anyway, only one thing we can do now. Although we may rest a little, we'll have to swim for it. Not so fast there. That star's a gift to me, mate Mario. You spineless dogs have no code of honor. We'll make you walk the plank. Oh boy, Johnny's angry. Johnny, maybe we should leave Mario the pleasure of wrapping things up here. Eehee! I guess we'll have to take our disguises off now. Group formation. Yuridovich's transformation was a little bit better in the original game. I mean, for one thing, they didn't flash the screen white. In the original game, whenever they combined into one, the Toad form of Yuridovich was all flashy, grayscale, metallic, before suddenly transformed into this. Still did the unfolding thing, though, so at least there's that. By the way, this time I am keeping the updated music for this boss fight. I still prefer the original version of this song, but this version ain't bad. Now then, I am really going to want to use Geno Boost. Hopefully I can get the timing. I did not get the timing. Oh wait, I did. Alright, cool. In the original game, there's a flash to let you know that you got the timing. Ah, there we go. 1500 HP. No status weaknesses, only weak to lightning. If I lose, I can kiss that promotion goodbye. Oh, this battle scene. First off, interesting that it's not the battlefield that we were implying before the start of the fight. No, we get a different boss arena, and it's a nice one. A little bit different than the original. Basically the same, but no longer has a big crevasse separating us and Yuridovich. That attack definitely had more oomph in the original game. Also, that attack is why we want Geno Boost. Okay, we'll bring in Bowser. I know Yuridovich is weak against lightning, but that just makes him too easy. Not gonna be weak against either of these, so just use a regular attack. Will jumping work? Not very well. That attack could have hurt if I couldn't block it. Alright, now we shouldn't have to worry too much about Water Blast. Didn't really cause much damage with that attack. Oh right, the timing of this is so wonky. Forgot. Bowser's got a good attack. And there's Mirage attack. We need to bring Mallow back in. Okay, so if this is like the original game, the cursor is going to be pointing at the real Yuridovich. So this would be the fake. Let's see if I can get its thought. Yep, that's the fake. Can they tell I'm a fake? Granted, Spiritovich, the real one, went to the left. It's possible that the cursor just defaults to the left now instead of following the real one. So 500 HP. So Spiritovich and his fake have different stats, different attacks. They will combine back into one either after a few turns or after killing the fake. Let's do both. Cluncar Barrage? No, not yet though. Let's actually use a throw for Cookie first. A little healing would not be a bad idea. Reap! I was not counting on Bowser covering the throw for. I know this is a fake. The fake is also weaker than the real McCoy. to think of it, the fake's thought was changed. In the original, I think it said, I'm not the real McCoy. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Bring in Gino. Fail the timing because, gosh, the timing is awkward. Oh, I can't bring in Bowser. I was going to have Bowser swap places with Mallow. Alright, well, just attack the real one for the moment then. Eventually, I'll get that timing. Okay, now I'm ready to do the triple move. That takes care of the fake. How will this fire work against you? Not very well. I think we can survive another one of those attacks, but I want another chance to see the throw fur. Because it's adorable. And it also heals a nice amount of HP, I guess. Alright, I think you're about dead. Not quite. Eh, heck, super fireball. No, that really is that weak. So Eurytovich, by the way, in the kind of the hardest boss in the game up to this point. I know I certainly had a lot of trouble fighting Eurytovich when I was new to the game and new to RPGs in general. Now though, not a problem. A beam to the crotch, and he's gone. So I was asked in the chat whether I noticed a certain treat with battle music. No, I have not noticed a treat. Oh, hey, you got a revive spell. Cool. We really need to get you up to 100 HP. And we actually send the star back up. Smithy is now in the race for the star pieces. What horrible surprises might he have in store for Mario? To Mario. Knowing you, it must have been a breeze knocking down Speary, eh? Calling him Speary instead of Yarid. By the way, my pirates say they saw a huge axe flying across the sky. It's probably one of Smithy's nasty friends. Go get him, pal. Well, my gills are failing on me, so I'll be heading back down. Drop in whenever you have time, okay? Your true mate, Jonathan Johnny Jones. Speaking of music being a treat, this song has been extended like a lot of others. Before we move on, now's probably a good time to bring up something that I mentioned during my last stream. During my last stream, I pointed out how the story in this game is very segmented and doesn't really have much of an ongoing narrative. In hindsight, it sounded like I was criticizing Mario RPG's story, which wasn't at all the intent. Really, it was just a poorly timed comparison between Mario RPG and Final Fantasy. I probably should have saved that comparison for when I was actually playing Final Fantasy. So, in defense of Mario RPG's story, I will say that this game actually does have some subtle narratives going on. For example, Bowser being kicked out of his castle at the start of the game, and we were able to watch him and his troops going on this quest to get back into his castle, with his troops losing morale until the point that Bowser was left alone and he had no choice but to team up with Mario. There was also the revelation, air quotes, that Mallow was adopted, and he's on his quest to find his real family, and we got a reminder of that quest in Star Hill. And of course, there was also the quest with Princess Peach, rescuing her. A lot of the first half of the game, we were on this quest to figure out where she disappeared to, until finally we found her at Booster Tower, and there was that whole quest there. And of course, there's the quest that we're trying to collect the star pieces. And this whole segment right now, this whole stream, and half of the previous stream, was about trying to find this star piece. And the reason why I bring this up just now is because we have foreshadowing right here. A huge axe flying across the sky. We'll be meeting up with that axe eventually. So even though this game doesn't have a big epic narrative that we're following, there is definitely an ongoing story on kind of a subtle scale. Plus, we gotta give the game some credit. The game started with us trying to rescue Princess Peach, but this quest overall is not about rescuing Peach. We already completed that quest at the halfway point. I will say the journey is definitely an interesting one as well. The different locations we're visiting, the characters we're meeting. For being the first Mario game with an overarching narrative, it's not bad. Anyway, we got a shed key, and I am going to actually look at its description before I use it. The key to the shed in Seaside Town. There we go. This part of the song kind of reminds me of SpongeBob. Okay, y'all can come out now. Hey, y'all free. I think the collection of toads in here is actually more colorful than it was in the original game. Phew, thanks so much. I've had enough of cramped, dirty old places like this. Hey fella, you got us out of a bind. Peace, brother. I think there's actually more toads in here, too. Because some of them left without saying anything, whereas in the original, every toad had something to say. But there weren't as many toads. It was mighty unpleasant in here. Thanks for helping us out. Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Be sure to stop by. Yeah, stop on by. Thank you for freeing us. I've got to get back to work now, but stop by the inn. See ya there. Ah, Mario. Thank you for saving our little town of Seaside. You exposed the fake townspeople and gave up your star to save us. Please take this with our thanks. A flower box. I forget what the rewards in between were. I want to say flower jar, flower tab, 10 coins, and 1 coin. And suddenly Peach is a part of this scene. I'm so relieved that all the townspeople were all right in the end. Oh gosh, are we all having dialogue? Can you believe he didn't just kidnap him? He had the nerve to lock him up too? I mean, you literally had Peach tied up on a rope above chandeliers. Chandeliers? Either or. Me and my minions would never pull a stunt like that. Uh-huh, sure. Really? I seem to recall a certain someone kidnapping me not too long ago. But no one got hurt, right? So all's well that ends well. Mwahaha! Come on, let's scram already. The mold in here is bad for my sensitive nostrils. You certainly do have nostrils. Here, here. We should see the sights in town now that it's back to normal. Hint, hint. Maybe someone here can point us toward the next star piece. Okay, now you're just blatantly telling us what to do. But wow! Additional dialogue from our party members. One of the... Okay, time for an actual criticism with the original game. After the gathering from rescuing Peach and everyone gathering at the Mushroom Kingdom, that was it for party member dialogue for like a good quarter of the game. So I'm really glad to see our party members having some extra involvement at this point. Gino helping out with giving up our star, Bowser and Peach having some dialogue right now. Next we need Mallow to have a little bit of dialogue. And yeah, there's extra toads. There's toads wandering around town now. That was definitely not the case in the original game. There was a third toad, right? Where would the third toad be? Up here. I'll talk to them later. So I'm told... Where is the part that I'm told? May want to listen carefully during battle for any changes. So there's gonna be changes with how the battle music sounds? Or maybe like boss music? Oh gosh. The save picture even includes the window telling us that we were in the inn. So it's really taking a screenshot. So M. Night says, battle music in general, it's actually been happening thus far. I have not actually noticed that. Well, let me check that out then. See if I notice any difference in the battle music. Actually, let's go back here so I can do the fast travel. I'll go back in the ship and see if I notice any difference there. Besides, I do want to go into the ship for just a moment, because at this point... Yeah, you are no longer standing in front of here, which means I can take a look at this. Because we can use this to kind of take a peek around the ship. Oops. I was not expecting the message window to still be there. Adorable, adorable dry bones. Probably not as huggable as they look, but would still hug. If they weren't trying to kill me. Ah, there we go. One of the... What is this thing supposed to be anyway? Some sort of pipe? Ventilation shaft? Well, for all intents and purposes, it's being used as a periscope. But this is where the safety badge was, or the safety ring, one of the two. So this is a hint, in case you came here and, hadn't gotten that, you would have seen that there's a treasure that you didn't get yet. So let me get into a battle real quick. Actually, no, let me talk to you first. You don't say anything new? This is 100% current juice. It's mighty tasty stuff, mate. I wonder what current juice actually is. Alright, let me see if I can notice a difference in the music with this thing. Oh, and of course there's a special enemy here. Didn't time that. Or maybe special enemies are immune to the instant death effect. And I didn't notice any difference in the music. Before I forget, actually... I'm not gonna have to lower the water I'm gonna have to lower the water level again. Alright, what was the quickest path to do that? Wait, no, I don't have to lower the water level. There we go. Not many coins out of that, but I got the coins. Wow, 2,000 coins. Never thought I'd see the day. I'm gonna have to make use of this money. But not right now. Alright, before we end things here, there's an autosave. Good to know. So I'll just go ahead and check out the monster list real quick, because it's been a while. Like, really a while. So, Thorfers, 108 HP. Whenever the Thurfers living on Star Hill look at the shooting stars that fall around them, they wish that the world was theirs. I can't imagine that that wish will be granted. I was just curious if there was some other animation we didn't get to see. Alright, Gecko, 92 HP. Their eyes aren't spiraling because they're dizzy. It's because they're so paralyzed trying to decide between all the attacks at their disposal. How many attacks are we talking? Tongue? A ram? Droll? Venom Droll? I'm not sure what that Droll is. They definitely have a variety, then. Master Doom, 180 HP. A new third theory has arisen in the debate whether Master Dooms are mammoths or elephants. Yeah, I already read this. But the evidence is pretty bare bones, but tish. Sacket, 152 HP. Like crooks, sackets run away on quick legs. If a crook and a sacket met, which do you think would flee first? Crooks. Because they have a tendency of instantly running. Pulsar. Like the actual star, the Pulsar. You've already... Oh, 69 HP. We've already covered the Pulsar's idiosyncrasies in their thought peak. Feel free to look it up the next time you meet one. By the stars, you will regret hitting me. Oop, backed up too far. Oh, I missed a couple of enemies. Cluster. Attack with magic and I'll psych you out. I didn't get the thought peak of Spikester yet. Or Apprentice. Oh! That was a unique enemy. 120 HP. As apprentices, they undergo intense daily training, such as chasing beetles, in hopes of becoming snifters. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to stop there, because I'm going to take care of these thought peaks. Yeah, we'll save these for next time. If you've enjoyed today's stream, feel free to give me a follow. I stream every Tuesday and Wednesday. Unless there's, like, stormy weather, or if the weather is too hot, or if I just don't feel like it. But generally, I will stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I apologize for missing the past week or so. Now let's see here. Is there anybody I could send a raid to? The answer is... nobody that I'm following is streaming. So I will simply say, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.